Good afternoon, everyone. I'm EMS Chief Ron Romano. Please stand to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I would like to welcome all family and friends of the paramedics being sworn in today. Thank you for being here for them and supporting them in the work they do for the citizens of Pittsburgh. They need your support. As you know, they've been with us now for a period of 6 months and have finished their probation. And we're glad that we're going to be able to swear them all in. And I'm happy to say their names have not come across my desk in the last 6 months. And you know you have to continue that. And a special thanks to Mayor Pedido, Public Safety Director Hissrich, Medical Director Dr. Ron Roth, for your continued support and being with us today. I'd like to introduce my administrative staff, Deputy Chief Gilchrist, Assistant Chief Pinchok, and Division Chiefs, Darkowski, Everett, and Lynn, who are a vital part of my operation. Thank you. Thank you to HR reps for EMS who are here and have make this all possible. They walk the applicants through the process and get them to us on a more frequent basis than ever before. Thank you very much. Is Vice President Atkinson here? No? Okay. A special thanks to the EMS crews that are on the streets working at this time so we could gather for this special occasion. I'd like to introduce the Medical Director, Dr. Roth.
Welcome guests, friends, families, and my new EMS colleagues. We're entering a time of great change for EMS and a great change for Pittsburgh EMS. 4 decades ago, the men and women of Pittsburgh EMS were pioneers, and now we recognize that EMS is on the crossroads of pre-hospital care and hospital care. What will EMS look like in 10 to 20 years? It's going to be hard to tell. Maybe one of you will be our EMS chief, but I hope what happens is along the way, you hear a lot of times people saying, EMS never used to do that, but now we do. In the future, EMS will have to be flexible, will have to be able to adapt to changes, and must be reliable and socially equitable. EMS always needs to be patient-centered and must rely on you as our paramedic and EMT partners to care for patients. You will always be the most important thing in our EMS system. Next most important will be your friends and family who support you and let us have you 8 to 12 to 16 hours a day at work, and I thank them. Special thanks to Mayor Peduto and Director Hissrich for supporting Pittsburgh EMS, and a special thanks to Chief Romano, who's been my friend for over 30 years, and thank all of you for choosing a career in EMS.
Thank you, Dr. Roth. I'd like to introduce Public Safety Director Wendell Hissrich.
Good afternoon. First off, to the new paramedics, thank you for choosing Pittsburgh for your EMS career. I think that we're all aware that in today's environment, you basically could have gone to any major metropolitan city or suburban community and had a career in EMS. That things have certainly changed over the last 50 years, that paramedics are now in large demand. Of course, 30 years ago when I was a paramedic, there were only basically 3 opportunities here in the Western Pennsylvania area, and Pittsburgh being one of them. Now, there's very few volunteer services and there's a large demand for EMS personnel, so thank you very much. With the additional paramedics, on board, and with the support of the mayor's office and HR, we're hoping to, maybe for the first time in decades, be at full staffing level, which will make your lives much easier, and you won't always be forced, which I don't think you really want. Occasional overtime is good for everyone, but being forced during your son's or daughter's birthday party is not a good thing, and we realize that. We've come a long way. The city of Pittsburgh is EMS is 44 years young. We are approaching 50, 6 years from now. We've come a long way from the days when there were about 6 to 8 drugs on the medic unit. Self-patrol op traders, which probably you have never heard of. Mass trousers, which my understanding is they may be on the way back. 1 lead EKGs, I think we're up to 12 lead EKGs, and pay that is at least what it should be. As a point of reference, when I was hired, EMTs were $6 an hour, and paramedics was a whopping $7 an hour, and I think we're a little bit over that right now. That was supposed to be funny, but thank you. We're on round 3 of the EMTs, and I think maybe for the first time the EMTs will be a successful program. It has so far, and hopefully that will also make your life somewhat easier. New and improved schedule, which provides you more days off. You work more hours, but you get more days off. And our save rate continues to grow and improve, which I believe will be another press conference down the road. For the families and friends, all days will not be good for your loved ones or your friends. Please provide them the support that they need. There are challenges out there, and every day will not be a save. Unfortunately, there will be loss of life, and please provide them the support that they need. So with that being said, welcome to Pittsburgh EMS. There's many opportunities within the city. My days, you were a paramedic, and if you were lucky, you'd be on a rescue truck. Today, you have tactical medics, motorcycle medics, a wide variety of different rescues to include river rescue, and of course, the promotional opportunities. So congratulations and good luck. Chief?
Thank you, Director. I'd like to introduce Mayor William Peduto.
Thank you, Chief. I have the honor of swearing in today's new medics. But before I do that, I just want to take a moment to say a couple of remarks. I was at the topping off of Pittsburgh's newest mill. You know, the mill's never left. They just went up the hills, and they're called UPMC, and the University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon, AGH, employing tens of thousands of people in an entire new industry. This one was over on the north side at AGH, where Allegheny General Hospital is partnering with Johns Hopkins in creating a state-of-the-art medical center for the cure of cancer. One of only 4 in North America that will actually use real-time MRI to be able to isolate the tumor, so that while the doctor is watching the elimination of the tumor, it's being done in a way that doesn't ask the patient to go back and have the MRI afterwards, but does it while the patient's being treated themselves. That will be met with a new cancer center in Shadyside that UPMC will be putting together to use immunotherapy to allow our body to work against the cancer by working our immune system against the disease. Being able to live with cancer the same way that people live with diabetes. There will be an eye center that will be created in Uptown that will allow the blind to see. There will be a new cardio hospital being built in Oakland that will be state-of-the-art when it comes to the delivery of cardiovascular everything. And that's just in the next 3 years. You know, I had the opportunity when I was traveling years ago, standing in a line in the city of Tallinn in the country of Estonia, just standing there with my American passport and a Japanese family behind me asking, "What city are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Pittsburgh." And they looked and they said, "Oh, Hospital City." We are in a very different era than when we were in the 1970s. And as medics, you will be at that front line of all of that. We created this system of being able to treat patients and to be able to take them to the hospital and be able to save their lives before they ever see a doctor. In your time as a medic, you will save lives. And you will be in that system of providing not just excellent care, but global, world-class care. But there's another part of the job. It's the part of you wearing that uniform, that you are that line of public safety between the 310,000 people that call Pittsburgh home and the hundreds of thousands of people who visit here every single day. You are their reassurance that they will be safe. And there's an old value that you need to bring with that that goes back to the very, very first days of medicine, and it's called compassion. About being able to see that victim as if it was your own loved one and treating them the same way that you would treat them. About being able to know that your time in that system of delivery of health care is the most critical time that will decide whether that person lives or that person dies. And being able to do what you can to be able to do it. And then comes the difficult part, the part of courage, because that's the part that wears on your shoulders, that doesn't let you forget the scene or the name of the child, the part that stays with you with that job. And that's the part that you'll need your family. You'll need the people that you care about to be there to care for you. So to your family members that are here today, to those that are proud and should be very proud because you earned this on merit, on behalf of the people of the city of Pittsburgh, thank you for sharing them, and please watch over them as well. And I can assure you, we will watch over them too. It's now my honor to have the oath of office presented. I will call you up by your name. When you hear your name called, please come right to this side and stand at attention facing this direction. Marvin Balk. Elliott Brown. Hsin. Sean McGrath. Nicholas Okwiya. John Saliba. I just put it right there. Oh. Thank you, Chief. That's why we need a good chief. If you'll please raise your right arm. Repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
the laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh,
and obey all orders issued by my superior officers, and all the rules and regulations pertaining to and governing the Bureau of Emergency Medical Services, Department of Public Safety, and that as a paramedic, I will well and faithfully discharge and perform all the duties of my office according to the best of my knowledge and ability. Congratulations, medics.
Thank you, Mayor Peduto. That concludes our ceremony. There will be a photo session with the new paramedics, with the mayor, director, and chiefs, and then family photos with the mayor, with the paramedics. There will also be refreshments in the main hallway for everyone to enjoy. Thank you for everyone for being here.